Well, hello folks, my name's Ian and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my shed. And we've had a scraptastic kind of day. Kind of bit like out the blue. I've got something for you if you want it. Again, I was doing this guy a favour. He's returned the favour massively, you know. But less talking about it. Let's more look at it. We haven't even yet moved the inverters because we're still, now you'll not be able to see, you might just see, we're still working on the small engines. Get your finger out the road. We're still working on the small engines, but I'll get over there in a little bit. Typical weather, isn't it? Just starting to rain. Just as I've got it all out the car. So what have we got? Well, we've got a couple of combi boilers, and we've even got some sort of spanner. We've got some iron. We've got a bag of exhaust fans. We've got that. Put it all in a sack. So we've got a sack of 15 kilogram of brazery, which I will cut down and strip. If people don't know what brazery is, okay, that's copper. In particular, it's copper pipe. You've got two categories of copper pipe. You've got bright copper pipe, new pipe, and you've got old pipe, painted pipe. And it's two separate prices. Now, the yard I go to, he isn't too bothered if it's got solder on, so we will take that as, you know, as pipe, copper pipe. But if it's got brass on, a lot of plumbers, they don't take the brass off, they'll class that as brazery. So let's throw some figures out. If copper tubing is coming out at £3,000 a tonne, you know, like just making up some figures, and brazery will be, said that wrong, and if brass is at £3,000 a tonne, then brazery, which is copper and brass, that'll be £4,000 a tonne. And yet I don't see that if you just unscrew that, you'll get £3,000 a tonne for that, and you'll get £4,000 a tonne for tube. So you split it, you'll get £7,000 a tonne instead of only 4,000. But plumbers, you don't. A lot of people don't strip it. I don't know why. You've got a stainless steel, copper filled rad, which unfortunately, I think just going as iron aluminium. I don't think you even get stainless for that. Right, I said I did him a massive favour. Well, he thinks it's a massive favour. That's why he's given me all this. And that involved, he was stuck for welding and he needed a gas bottle filled. And I happen to have this rather nifty device with interchangeable ends. People will know that is a CO2 end fitting. That's a different fitting for a different type of bottle, and that's your bog standard 2-stage standard bottle. So I managed to fill his bottle up for him, got him out of a bind, and he said, well, because I was doing that for him, which took a couple of days to organise, he says, I've collected this for you. And he also gave me a bottle of whiskey, blended whiskey, and I said there was just no need to go to all that trouble when I was just like doing you a favour. But he said it's a massive favour that I've done him. And I'm not saying who it is, but people in the know will be in the know where I've got that from. because I've still got another 25 to strip. Right, I've got to go and put all this on inside somewhere. See you in a bit. And a short while later, I can't get in my shed. So we'll work our way up to the top, because I said, you know, been working on those small engines. So we've got a bit of a pathway through. Let's just take a deep breath here. Let it all out. And wow, I've nearly as much space as Scrapping Irish, who's just done a tremendous shed clearance. Took a bit longer than me, like, but you know, he's getting there. Very tidy there, Scrapping Irish, very tidy. Right, what have we got? Well, the small engine mounting. Somebody said I won't be able to use that sentence twice. He's shrunken. It's there. There's another bag full somewhere else. I found it relatively easy to strip once you got the hang of it. The 2-stroke Mountfield engine proved a little bit more problematic, but angle grinder, I'm sure there must be another way of getting the valves out, but it worked for me. Angle grinder, 2 slits, selection of chisels, bam bam, thank you ma'am, if in doubt give it a clout, boom, out. So that's a nice piece of clean alley to go with that lot. Again, that reminds me, again on the Mountfield, it's got a big, at the bottom where the blade attaches, like a gearbox. This thing, so your blade's attached to this side, because you can see it's rusty. That lot goes through. There's your crank. It comes through here, and there was no way, for love nor money, it was getting past all that rust. However, when I say no way for love nor money, me and my bigger armour persuaded it to come out. Basically just punched it out. So that gives me a nice clean piece. There's something that went through there. 2 slits, angle grinder, wham bam, out you come. Leaving me that, which was basically like that. 2 slits either side, no, 1 slit either, 1 slit on one side, because you can see the grain, the cast aluminium grain structure. So 1 slit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. 1 slit, chisel in the slit, bang, came apart. Bear with me for a minute. Oh, that was even worse. Right, what else? These things. It's like the leaning tower of pizza, isn't it? However, no, as you can see there, in order for the magnetos to work, you've got to revolve a magnet past them. And there's the magnet. Well, they're not. There's the laminated strips. The magnet is buried in there. Stop it, Ian, you're being dense. There you go. However, I saved them to last because I found the easiest way for me to do that is brute force and ignorance. Big hammer, chisel down the sides. Sometimes I slit across the top with the angle grinder, turn it over, because then that gives me something to bang against. Bang, it's got a weak point underneath, 2 weak sides, it breaks off. and you get a chunk that comes off like that. That'll just go in as Iney Alley. Right, there's my small mountain almost gone. Bear with me, that's a bad joke I said. There's an even worse one here. There's got to be a joke here about piston broke. Speaking, I'm keeping the pistons so I can maybe do these bigger ones are better. Maybe I can do this piston art, you know, with it smoke, you make it into like a jar head, a G.I. Joe with a cigar sticking out. Some of the pistons surprised me. They was really smooth. Some, this one for example, that was a well scored little bugger. No wonder that one wouldn't run very well. So I've sussed out how to get the head off the piston shaft. But I'm not quite sussed out how to get that pin out. It's got to have been pressed in, and been pressed in, it's got to be able to be banged out. Never mind, carry on. Been saving these things till the end. I've literally done. Right, it's, there we go, 20 past 8 in the evening. I can't really do any hammering and bangering at this time at night, so the weekend is upon us almost, which means I'll be able to tattle all that stuff I brought home. Okay folks, I hope you found that interesting. It was a scraptastic night for me. You know who you are, thank you very much. Now I'm going to go inside and sample some of that whiskey. From Ian in his shed, see you all soon.